Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode, we finished up, at least I think we finished up, our kind of mid-early Cretaceous enclosures over here. Primarily we added in the Acrocanthosaurus into this enclosure. So we have our Deinonychus, our Nodosaurus, and Sauropelta in here, and then we have Acrocanthosaurus in here, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else that needs to go in there. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And then we built in this large enclosure, and the absolute massacre of our ranger teams continues. Which was just ongoing. Last time.
Delivery complete.
So we built this enclosure. This is going to be our late Jurassic North America enclosure. We're going to call this Morrison Formation themed. So what we're going to have in here is we're going to have a Patasaurus, which we're putting in there right now. We're going to have a Patasaurus, we're going to have Diplodocus, we're going to have Brachiosaurus, we're going to have Camarosaurus, Dryosaurus, Stegosaurus, oh, our T-Rex has internal bleeding. Alright, we can deal with that. You know, if you could stop actually just directly crashing into the T-Rex, that would be great. I mean, it's big as life. I mean, it's not a small beast. So, you know. All right, let's get somebody taking care of you. All right. And then we're gonna have to have enclosures for Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus. I think are gonna be going in here. So yeah, we're gonna put the big sauropods in here first, and then we'll fill in the rest of everything else. So, we've got an Apatosaurus. Brachiosaurus is up next. Make them red and green. Sure. Decide how many of them I'm going to want. Minimum population is 1, so we'll probably put at least 2 in.
Asset being transported.
All right, yep, there's our Rex. Some treatment. No traits manifested. That's fine. And we'll get you.
Delivery has been completed.
And we are going to need our, just a second. We are going to need our track. Huh. Let's see. Let's rearrange the water here a little bit, because we're going to need a little bit of room. Okay. All right. I remove the trees from the water. I would like to get that painted with some sand. Yeah, here we go. And then we're going to be pulling out a lot of this track, actually. I'm probably going to rework the course of the track through there. Right, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Right, we have guys ready to go. You are going to actually come kind of more through the center. It's a little bit goofy, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to want it to kind of come right down the center area of this enclosure. All right. There we go. For the moment, that'll do. And actually, let's go ahead and synthesize Camarosaurus as well. It's going to be another, like, couple of those. All right, our T-Rex should be taken care of. Let's get that back where it needs to be.
Route to pick up the asset. Asset in transit.
Either one of those will be fine.
Asset has been transported.
Alright, Camarosaurus is ready to go. I'm kind of waiting for daytime. Or some light to release, but... let's see. Actually, like... knock out those trees. Alright, let's release a Brachiosaurus.
Okay, what we have here is a Brachiosaurus. It has long limbs relative to the rest of its body. And what makes it really unique is that it's a warm-blooded dinosaur. I mean, how amazing is it that in bringing these dinosaurs back, we're also learning so much about them?
We want you over here.
Collecting asset.
Oh, come on, grab you, and move you over here.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
All right, Diplodocus is next. Yeah, we'll go kind of this green-ish color. All right, and then once that's out of the way, we'll release the Camarosaurus. Video game physics never change.
Asset delivered.
And did it really just drop? It did. It just dropped the Brachiosaurus out in the open. Oh my. All right, let's try that again, shall we? All right, are you fine? Do you have like your food and everything that you need? Sort of. It'll figure it out. We can always throw in some more tall knot if we need to. Okay, now. Can you actually, you know, pick it up and lift it over the fence this time, instead of just dragging it across the ground. There we go.
Transporting asset. Confirming asset delivery.
Sure, we'll throw in some more tall nut. There we go. Okay, Camarosaurus, you are next.
I'm Dr. Kajal Dua, and while you're keeping an eye on the dinosaurs, I'll be keeping an eye on you. Known as the chambered lizard, the Camarosaurus impresses with both its size and its blunt snout. It prefers to live in groups, a challenge, but one I'm confident you can handle.
Over here.
Picking up asset. Heading to pick up the asset. Asset transportation in progress.
There we go. That guy lifted out of there properly. All right.
Commencing asset transit.
Diplodocus is next.
Another massive animal. The Diplodocus was once considered the longest animal that ever lived. And now, thanks to our extensive research, it's back. My task is to make sure we learn everything we can about this dinosaur. Your task is making sure these magnificent creatures can survive in the modern world.
All right. Let's get you moved.
Asset collection request received.
Hey, we haven't had a ranger team destroyed in a little while, so that's good. All right. Next up is, let's see, Dryosaurus? I'm thinking a rather sizable herd of these would be nice. Because they are rather small. And let's make them flashy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Brightly colored. Let's give a couple of these guys a break. Alright, vulnerable minus 30 defense. I don't really care. I'm gonna take... Like 3 of them here. And we're going to take all 3 of these as well.
Transportation underway. Asset has been collected.
All right, and then we have... Stegosaurus. There. Well, that's an interesting color scheme. I'm going to keep it. Right. Looking at a minimum population of 4. Yeah, I think we can do that. All right, Dryosaurus is ready to release. Let's go ahead and kick those out.
We know this animal's primary habitat was the ancient primordial forest that once covered this planet. It's called Dryosaurus. Before our research, there was no information on adult specimens of this dinosaur. We only had the fossilized record of juveniles. But now, that's all changed.
Asset requiring collection.
All right, let's get them all moved.
En route to collect the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Asset requiring collection.
All right, you are going to need resupply.
Assets in the air.
Let's take the 2 humbles. And let's take 3 here. Oh, use you? Okay. There you go.
Asset transportation underway. Assets in the air. Commencing asset transit.
All right, how are you doing?
Asset being transported.
It should pick up forest. How are you doing? It doesn't have any tall fruit. Huh. Tall fruit. Cycads. Okay. Just mix a little of that in there. Okay. Good.
Delivery has been completed. Asset transported. Asset has been transported. Transportation underway.
Alright, so our Stegosaurus should now be ready to go.
Before I got into the paleo-curation game, even I knew of the Stegosaurus. Those plates running along its length from head to tail make it one of the most iconic dinosaurs. Our guests are gonna want to see it, so make sure you do right by this animal.
Heading to collect the asset.
We have to make sure that the Dryosaurus are good to go.
Heading to pick up the asset.
As well.
Asset to be collected.
Alright, let's find one of them. Let's make sure that you have got what you need. You do.
Asset has been collected. Asset in transit. Transporting asset.
All right. So, as far as the remaining North American animals, we have the Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, Dimetrodon, let me do a little bit more checking here. Yep, just a quick look around, and I think those are the last 3 that we're going to need.
Asset transportation in progress.
So, we're going to want to set those up.
Asset has been delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
Right, there's an enclosure.
Transit has commenced.
A slightly larger enclosure. We'll probably put Allosaurus in this one. So Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus. And then we'll have a bit of a smaller enclosure.
Delivery complete.
For Dimetrodon. Which I'm going to have to do some looking into that.
Transportation complete.
We'll have our kind of little pond here extend down. We'll need to remove that foliage. There we go. We're going to need a little bit of water down here. they're going to need access. We're gonna need Ranger team coverage. I think we want to put Ranger team. Put Ranger team 4 down here. Maybe Ranger team 3 on this one. Okay. Stegosaurus is a little cranky there. Alright, but I think we're at the end of this episode. So, it'll be next episode. We'll get these 3 in. And then we'll finalize our gyrosphere path. And we'll kind of set up our next little guest area. Or, you know, visitor area. And then before we proceed into the next section, which might be South America. Yeah, maybe. We shall see. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.